Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
You're coming into the group and you're bringing up false blog articles, and I would just have expected more, especially from a fellow Nigerian.
Hello everybody, what is up and welcome back. Today we're talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac. That is season 8, episode 2. Let's get started, you guys. Y'all know this is my favorite housewives show is Potomac. So the opening scene is Miss Ashley. She meets with her mom at some nursery for plants. Ashley seems happy. She wants to plan a housewarming party, so why not go to buy some plants to give the house a nice natural feel. So she's telling her mom who she is inviting to this housewarming, and as she's listing down the names of people she's going to invite, that's where she formally introduces Nneka, the new housewife who is Nigerian. She also said that she's inviting Miss Sesame Street character Deborah, which it was just like, really? As far as Michael, they took a trip together to the Bahamas and they had a great time, and things are going very well with their relationship. He's been very nice, and he's even been really nice to Ashley's mom. So that's where Ashley's mom, Miss Sheila, asks about the $2 million lawsuit that Michael filed against Candiace. Now, Ashley is claiming that she don't know anything. She claims to find out what's happening when the blogs report on it. Now, we all know that's a lie, but she does not want to invite Candiace, but Miss Sheila says that she should, but she ultimately does not, because Candiace actually had sent her a really long text after the reunion telling her not to talk to her anymore. The next scene is Mia. So Mia had a sort of a come to Jesus moment and reached out to the Grand Dame. Now let me tell you, you don't get the name the Grand Dame without earning it, and Miss Karen Huger has earned it, because Mia wanted to come in with all rainbows, butterflies, like if nothing had happened. She went in for a hug, but Karen extends her hand for a handshake. Child, Karen said, I don't know this whole no-mo. No, I'm just joking, but they walk, and Karen does express her disappointment with Mia last year, because Karen actually considered Mia a friend. After all, Karen was the only one that was batting for her to the group when she was going through all that medical stuff. So for Mia not only to participate, but to also embellish the rumors about Karen and who she was cheating with, it's just was really hurtful for Karen. And it's true, like, you would expect it from Ankles, Neck, and Charrisse, but not from Mia. She thought they were friends. So Karen is making sure that Mia is held accountable. But deep down, Karen likes Mia, so she's obviously asking her about the situation that's going on with Gordon. Mia is quick to deny Gizelle's suggestions that she made at the reunion about them embezzling. She says they had no fault in whatever happened. Mia also wants to claim that she was acting out of character last season because she drank and mixed pills. That's why she threw the drink at Wendy. And she claims that she's different now because she's not drinking again. So Karen takes her word for it, but she still refuses to hug her. Too soon. But, you know, we all know Mia and the truth are like oil and water, kind of like Drew Sidora. Okay, moving along. Candiace, I love her. So she meets up with her manager and they're talking business, because she's taking this music stuff very seriously, and the doors are opening for her as she continues to grow. You know, she's going to more places. Then the manager is talking about certain dates that she has for different shows in different cities. And when he mentions Chicago, he says that maybe she should perform with Drew. And then Candiace says, is that your only option? She says, I don't feel like I need to do anything with her. Now, that was shade. Now, she did go on Twitter to clarify that the editing was wrong, or what you want to call it, but I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to work with Drew either, so just own it. Okay, moving on. Lord, we see another scene with Robyn and Juan, and oh my gosh, it is so uncomfortable to watch them together, because, I mean, the chemistry is like non-existent. It actually hurts to watch them try to interact. But they need that money, so they gotta do this scene. Robyn tells Juan about the intervention that the girls had for her last episode, and she tells him what they told her, which was that, you know, why would Juan be doing these things, going in public with these women? And I think that there might have been a little part of Robyn who actually wanted to know what he would say, which is why she's mentioning to him. But he pounds on that table and says, I don't care. And he if that will make them happy, cuz they claim that they don't care what others think. They also take the opportunity to talk about the lawsuit. They try to clear his name and say that he had nothing to do with the things that are being alleged in the lawsuit. And that matter of fact, he did what he was supposed to do, and he says that he loved the guys on the team. Then we are actually introduced to Nneka. So we see her and her husband who go to this house that's huge. They're going to move into it. It's 6,000 square feet. And keep in mind, this is Potomac. So the value of homes there is ridiculous over there. The house is still under construction. So like I said, her husband is with her. They actually own about 7 other properties. So this chick has money. Her husband is African as well, and he is a doctor. They don't have any kids yet, but they are trying to have some. She's very energetic. She seemed cool this first scene. So speaking of African, we move to our girl, Dr. Wendy. Now, we all know she's a workaholic, mom, wife, professor, author, political commentator, and she is now getting a talk show. That's so exciting. So they're looking at this house where they're going to be filming the talk show. So it's like a set that they're going to be renting. I think it was just like an Airbnb sort of thing, but it's a pretty big deal to have your own talk show. Problem is they are a little bit over budget, and another problem is they don't have a name yet. So they're brainstorming ideas. She had an idea of like Wendy and drinks wine or something like that. I don't know about that one, Wendy. I think Tasha K might have done that already. But yeah, so her talk show, she wants to sort of incorporate a little bit of everything that has to do with her. So a little bit of politics, a little bit of just girl fun and stuff like that. So I hope this works out for her and she can take Sherry Shepherd's. I was kidding. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll get to see more about that. The next scene is a little workout scene with Karen, Mia, and Ashley. Also, Ashley reveals she had a boob job. Gizelle joins them as well, and they are doing Pilates. Karen then shares something about her cholesterol, but it's nothing too serious. She'll survive. And then after these aerobics, Gizelle wants to know about Mia and Karen. Like, what's going on with them? And Karen says, well, we're working on it. You know, this season we decided to come in. No rumors, all facts. Then Gizelle says, well, speaking of rumors, she talks about Robyn and the intervention that they had last episode. And then she asks Karen if she's going to apologize to Robyn. And I was like, what the hell? But you know what? Since Karen wants to be in a place where there really are no rumors, she feels like she, kind of should also participate in that. So she is willing to apologize to Robyn for some of the things that she said last season, if Robyn apologizes as well. They also talk about Ashley's divorce, no update, obviously, and they ask her about the lawsuit. Again, she claims to know nothing. But here's the thing. Ashley and Gizelle want nothing to do with Candiace. Matter of fact, I think Gizelle was like, who is that? So that's interesting. But Candiace is going to be out of town anyway, so she's not going to go to the housewarming party because she wasn't invited as well, but because she's going to be out of town. Ashley also mentions that Nneka will be there, and they joke a little bit about Gizelle's new boy toy. Then we proceed to the housewarming party. Her Uncle Limp is there. They talk a little bit about the vacation that Ashley just took with Michael. The ladies begin to arrive. Charrisse arrives, and this has to be studied because the amount of time Charrisse and Karen have coincidentally worn not the same outfit, but like they've been matching. It's crazy. They were actually cordial to each other. They said, hi, how you doing? That was surprising. Ashley then grabs some of the girls and goes to give them a house tour. And I thought it was hilarious that in the middle of the house tour, Wendy arrives. Now she goes and only greets Ashley, Karen, and Charrisse. Everyone else is non-existent, as in Gizelle and Mia. The way Gizelle's face dropped when Wendy came in, it tells me that Gizelle is evil. Because if even Charrisse and Karen can be cordial, so can Gizelle with Wendy. And I know some people are going to say, well, Wendy could have said hi because she was the one that walked in. Well, she has tried to say hi to Gizelle in the past, but Gizelle has dismissed her and she's disdained her. So good for Wendy for not even acknowledging that lady. Ashley continues to show the ladies now the house, which, like I said last week, is very nice. Then Sesame Street walks on in. Deborah, they even mic'd her up, which is bizarre to me. And they even sat her at the table with the rest of the ladies. What the hell? Wendy's reaction when she saw her, that needs to be made into a meme because that was funny. The last one to arrive is Robyn. Actually, no, last one to arrive is Nneka. Robyn just got there super late, like always. This was the first time Robyn was seeing the entire group for the first time this season, and despite everything, she actually came in pretty positive, like saying hi to everyone. Nneka is being super nice with everyone when she's introducing herself. The ladies seem to be receptive of her. When Ashley mentions that she is Igbo, Wendy says, all right. She gives her a big high five, and then she tells the ladies how they should actually be pronouncing her name the correct way. And you know what? Even though they were like nice when they met, I'm not just saying this because we know they're not getting along in the season, but you could see the friction. And I think that, okay, so when I first, I remember when they first announced there was going to be this Nigerian girl that was going to come, and a lot of us thought that maybe that would mean that Wendy and her would get along because they would be able to bond over their culture. I assumed that, but then after watching this scene, it got me thinking, perhaps if you think about it, there could also be another, like, way of looking at it. So imagine this. You're in a group, a new chick comes that has the same culture as you, y'all from the same country, like your parents, but you're already a competitive person because, you know, of course they both are, because one of them is a doctor, one of them is an attorney. That might create some competition in a way. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But anyway, all of a sudden, Ashley takes Wendy inside of the house. She wants to quote unquote catch up. Wendy tells her super positive things, that she is really happy that she has this house. She earned it. Ashley was nothing but nice to her last season, because let's not forget, credit to Ashley, she was one of the only few ones that actually was thinking about Wendy when the group was trying to ice her out when they took that Miami trip. So Wendy likes Ashley. However, with Wendy seeing that Deborah is there, she can only think and wonder, if given the opportunity, would Ashley backstab Wendy? And Ashley says that she would not, that she really likes Wendy as well. She thinks that a way for them to have a better friendship is to hang out more. And I think that makes sense. And then Wendy says, you know, yes, I agree. We should be closer. And one of the things I always tell you is that I like to be told the truth up front. And oh my gosh, it wouldn't be Ashley if she wasn't messy and stirring the pot. So she does what she does best. She recently had a conversation with Nneka a few days ago. And to summarize, she's telling Wendy what that conversation was about. Basically, Nneka threw some shade at Dr. Wendy for being a doctor of philosophy, not a medical doctor. But more than anything, Nneka, well, I don't want to put it on her, because it was kind of Ashley who brought it up. She asked Nneka about an article that had come out about Wendy supposedly being OSU. So Nneka gave her perspective on what OSU is and what it means. But now Ashley is sort of carrying this to Wendy as if Nneka was the one who just randomly told these things to Ashley about Wendy. So apparently, if you're OSU, it was like a group in Nigeria, like witchcraft, and they were outlawed by the kingdom. I do not know the story. I'm sorry about that. But the thing is, they were outlawed, and it's like a bad thing. So Wendy says it's absolutely not true, because if it was true, then other Nigerians wouldn't be hanging out with her. But if I'm not mistaken, I do remember Wendy's husband's family stopped talking to him because he married Wendy. I don't know, you guys. All I know is that this is going to become a big thing next episode. Nneka's going to accuse her of doing some shrines, her mom doing some shrines. This is getting messy. But I still think, in a way, Ashley is responsible for carrying the damn bone in the first place. But that was all we saw this episode. Some people were saying that this episode was boring, but like I told y'all, it's my favorite, so I don't care if it's boring. I just enjoy watching them in general. So you guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about this episode. What were your first impressions of Nneka? And what do you think about Ashley telling Wendy about these OSU rumors? Let me know in the comments, you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.